Okay, so a little backstory. I was at work today, and I was on my lunch break, and I was watching YouTube, right? I was just chilling. I had like 10 minutes left of my lunch, and I was like, I'm bored. Let's turn on some YouTube. And I was scrolling through trying to find something to watch on my just like my recommended page, and I saw this channel, and it's called DefunctLand, and I'd heard of them before. They basically make videos about like old kids stuff, like amusement parks and stuff like that. It's called DefunctLand, like Disneyland, and it just looks super cool. So I thought we'd check it out. But one video in particular stood out to me: the history of oobi. This is like that one show that I like distinctly remember a time of my childhood watching this shit and being like, what the fuck? And every once in a while I'll have that like flashback to my childhood, and I'll be like, what the fuck was that? For a long time, 1st through 3rd grade, I thought this show didn't actually exist. I thought I was tripping, and like I was remembering some weird dream I had as like a child. But no, it's real. I would ask all my friends like in school, like, hey, did you guys watch this show as a kid about like the hands with the eyeballs, you know, like the hand puppets? And they were like, no, what the fuck are you talking about? And so I thought it wasn't real for the longest time. Seeing this thumbnail earlier just reminded me of like, you know, watching this shit at my grandma's house when I was like 3. So I thought we'd take a look.
Street writer Josh Selig was sitting in on training for Muppet performers. Selig had been with the show for over a decade, and he was admittedly growing restless of the show's repetitive nature. The practice sessions that he was viewing were for an Arabic adaptation of Sesame Street. These sessions would often utilize various activities designed to build strength and practice techniques for the new puppeteers. One of these activities caught Selig's attention. To practice eyeline focus and mouth movements, puppeteers were given 2 ping pong balls with pupils attached to an elastic strap. What the hopeful puppeteer saw as a simple training exercise, Selig saw as an endearing and fascinating performance style. One that
That is genius. That's some like big brain shit. Obviously, oobi is not as popular as something like Sesame Street, but the value that they get, literally you just have to, I can do this myself. Watch this. Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Dan. Hey, we're doing a stream today. We're streaming. We're gonna watch some videos, you know? Like oh. It doesn't cost any fucking money. You literally buy 2 ping pong balls and an elastic strap, and you've got a TV show. Obviously, you have to have like set too, but still, like the budget, bro. He probably made a fortune.
In 1998, Nickelodeon, the Viacom-owned children's television channel, and the Children's Television Workshop, the studio best known for creating Sesame Street, joined forces to create a new basic cable channel to be named Noggin. Noggin was advertised as the first all-educational channel, and it would begin its run by rebroadcasting some of CTW and Nickelodeon's educational shows before introducing its own original content. Noggin quickly went on a search for original programming, and luckily, Selig was on a search for a distributor. Selig created his own studio, Little Airplane Productions, with just 5.
What a name, bro. What a name. Little Airplane? It's lame as fuck.
Luckily, he was given the opportunity to pitch a show to Noggin. Selig pitched an idea named Peepo, a simple show utilizing barehanded puppetry.
Peepo is a much better name than oobi. Where the fuck did they get oobi? I think oobi, I think booby, okay? What the fuck am I saying? What am I talking about, bro? Let's just watch the fucking video.
Moreno. While Selig had recently developed his fascination for the style, barehanded puppetry was not a new concept. Nickelodeon had even aired content in a similar style. In 1993, puppeteer Tim Lagasse had created and directed a series of shorts for the channel called A Show of Hands.
That's so cool.
An avant-garde puppet show with sentient bare hands playing out skits and forming images.
That's awesome.
The style had not been used regularly or on a large scale. Noggin greenlit Selig's Peepo, and the channel ordered the show as a series of 2-minute interstitials to play between programs. One puppeteer was an obvious choice, Tim Lagasse, who had established experience with barehanded puppetry.
The designing the puppets, that's gotta be the easiest fucking job ever. You're getting paid to glue ping pong balls together, or like put elastic straps on ping balls, bro, or ping pong balls, bro. I wonder how much he made from that.
There was one setback in the show's development. Peepo was already the name of an Italian brand of jeans, so Selig had to come up with a new title for his shorts. The new name of the show and the name of the program's main character would be oobi, a name chosen for its double O, which was meant to resemble the eyes of the show's characters.
I guess. I can see it. Can I say, though, am I the only one who thinks that this This is like fucking horrifying. I don't know. This just rubs me the wrong way. It's just unsettling, I suppose. You guys remember that episode of Gravity Falls where they're inside the convenience store? Dipper sees some like crazy shit in like the freezer, and it's like a brain with like eyes, and it's got like little tentacles and shit. That's what this reminds me of, which is not what I want to be seeing as a kid. I don't know about you guys, but that's not the kind of shit I want to be looking at as a kid.
Like me, oobi like you. He's got a lot to see, he's got a lot to do, and he's always with you.
I'm sorry, what? You... Like always? Like right now?
These shorts followed the adventures of Oobi, a 4-year-old boy with brown eyes. Oobi was kind, generous, and curious. Uma, performed by Debruzzo, was Oobi's energetic younger sister. The 3-year-old Uma was discovering the world one step behind Oobi, so she was more prone to misunderstanding concepts and feelings. She would develop 2 catchphrases, pretty and nice.
Oh, nice.
Keiko, performed...
I don't know why that's so funny. Oobi's good. Oobi is good, but he's fucking all... He's always with me, bro. He's always there. I'm fucking scared.
Finally, Grandpoo, performed by Bunch, was Oobi and Uma's grandpa. Grandpoo was Oobi and Uma's main caretaker, and he was most often seen teaching them. Grandpoo was the only main character that held his face...
What, bro? Grandpoo? Are you serious? You're gonna make a show for a bunch of fucking Zoomer kids with the name Grandpoo?
The title of each short would typically be 1 to 2 words followed by an exclamation point.
I think what adds to the unsettling nature is the fact that they use their hands. Their hand is also their mouth. So like when they grab stuff, they're also like biting it.
Oobi shorts were a major success for Noggin and Nick Jr. The show was praised by audiences and critics alike, and the shorts would win a Parents' Choice Gold Award. The shorts were so successful that Noggin and Nickelodeon wanted not just more episodes, but longer ones. The cast and crew were hired to create a full season of Oobi, which they would film in January and February of 2003. In March, it was announced that Oobi would become a full half-hour series, with a first season of 13 episodes to debut on Noggin. This meant that Oobi would need to extend its basic 2-minute shorts into 22-minute episodes. In order to do this without sacrificing the show's trademark simplicity, each episode would be split into 2 11-minute parts, resulting in 26 segments for the season. In the first season, this included dance class, build fort, and asparagus. These premises were...
I remember asparagus. Actually, on God, I remember asparagus, dude. I fucking hated asparagus as a kid. That's why I was like looking at this show. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Asparagus sucks. Fake ass motherfucker. You didn't eat that carrot, bro. You fucking licked it.
Really? Really?
Oh. I didn't like that. Also, carrots aren't good. Carrots suck.
The first section was titled Camp Out, and saw the cast going camping in Oobi's backyard. This episode featured a new character, Kitty. There would be other
What the bro, what the fuck is that? What the fuck? Dude, he's flipping me the bird. Literally, bro, it's literally a bird.
Such as
they knew what they were fucking doing.
In the second part of episode 7, titled Piano Lesson, the character of Inca was introduced. Inca was Oobi's piano teacher obsessed with France, performed by Debruzzo. Like Grandpoo, she speaks with a closed fist to signify her age.
Listen.
And she would even develop a romantic relationship with Grandpoo.
They had hand sex? Ugh.
Free to the Foot, performed by...
Wait, actually? Bro, I was literally just... Okay, listen. I was literally like 5 minutes ago thinking, what if they did the same thing with feet? That'd be so fucked. They actually did it? No shot.
The second part of Season 1, Episode 2, entitled New Friend, saw Oobi making a new friend, Foot.
What the fuck is that? That's so weird. Imagine adults are watching this show with their kid, and one of those adults is like, oh, sorry, I don't mean to fetish shame. If you like foot, that's, if you like feet, that's whatever. Imagine if someone just pulls up to the stream right now. They're gonna be like, what the fuck?
Oobi and Frida's differences frustrate Oobi until Grandpoo instills in him some age-old wisdom.
Different, good. Peanut butter, jelly. Different, oh, good.
Oobi would continue to be a hit among critics and audiences, and the
It's a
show
good
would
message.
grow in adult fans.
Different is good.
Given its positive response and its closeness to the channel's new mission, it is no surprise that Oobi was renewed for a second season on Noggin. The season would also consist of 13 episodes for a total of 26 new segments.
You fucking dumbass, dude. You can't take the orange off the bottom of the pile. God, you're so stupid, bro.
Season 2, Episode 8, Part 1 was perhaps the most ambitious episode of the entire series. The episode was entitled Theater. It saw a large cast of characters with Angus, Mrs. Johnson, and Inca returning, and Mamu, Keiko's mom, appearing live for the first time. Most impressive, the episode featured Oobi, Uma, Keiko, and Angus putting on a musical, which required them to sing songs without breaking the show's established dialect.
That's crazy.
Woodsman, ho, wolf must go.
That's impressive. That's actually like,
the team was able to pull it off.
that's actually like
The episode would
hard.
become a favorite among the cast and crew. The final segment of, while being the last episode of the season to be produced, it would not be the last to air. This would be the Shay, Oobi, and Valentine episode, which would air on February 11th, 2005. Not only would this be the second season's final episode to air, but this would be the final episode of the series to be released.
Damn.
Runs with a fan base of young children, as well as adults and fans of puppetry, a fandom that is still alive and well today. More than anything, Oobi was a show that
Losers.
the power of simplicity.
Good video. Between the Lions. There we go. That's some wholesome
DefunctTV
shit.
is provided by Audible, a massive audio library right at your fingertips,
Don't care.
like you,
Don't care.
children. After moving to the public broadcasting service in 1970 and subsequently continuing its run for over 4 decades, it is safe to say that its attempt to fill gaps in children's developmental education was more successful than anyone could have imagined. With its mainstream success and cultural impact, it is no surprise that a sequel would be considered. When such a project would finally be
Go support PBS, please. Like, they don't do ads, right? If I'm remembering right, that PBS like does not do ads. They get sponsors from like people because they're like, PBS is sponsored by viewers like you. Thank you. And then they say like a bunch of other like people and companies and stuff like that. No ads is awesome. Me?
Here's how.
Yo, shit.
Come and read between the lines, between the covers of a book. It's time to look between the lines.
Oh my god. What a banger. Sheesh.
Despite the fact that a significant portion of the cast and crew had worked on Sesame Street and Jim Henson Company projects in the past, Between the Lions was not officially affiliated with either. The first season of the show took 6 years and cost over $30 million to create. The show was
Holy
produced
shit.
by Boston PBS affiliate WGBH, and
That's a lot of money. You know how much Oobi probably spent on production? $10.
the show itself focused on a family of lions that lived in and operated a library. The main cast comprised of Cleo, the mother lioness puppeteered by Jennifer Barnhart, Theo, the father lion puppeteered by Bear in the Big Blue House puppeteer Peter Linz, their 7-year-old child Lionel performed by Anthony Asbury, and
Lionel.
Lionel's little sister,
Get it, guys? Because like he's a lion.
the 4-year-old Leona, performed by
Leona,
Catherine
because like lion. You know, it's kind of smart.
Linz. The show quickly established a series of recurring segments that became popular among the young audience. Here are a few of
I should do this. See, streaming really hasn't. I don't think Twitch has hit its peak of like what it will be. You know, eventually. I don't see any of this stuff on Twitch, but it could be. I think eventually streamed content like this will be the big thing. Or alternatively, we will keep progressing to the point where we have like YouTube Kids channels, and that will become mainstream, which will be really bad because YouTube Kids channels are garbage. They are terrible. I know when I get older, if I have kids, I am not letting them watch YouTube until they're older. because I don't want them watching like the Dobre brothers or like what else? Who else is there? Like the Elsa Spider-Man stuff. Like that's so gross. It's nasty what they put on. We need more shit. Like we need some like like some high quality production kids channels. That's what we need. Because unfortunately, the unfortunate reality is kids do go on YouTube. Even though you have to be like 13 to make a Gmail. Kids go on YouTube all the time. And instead of watching like good stuff, they get sucked down a rabbit hole that's like not very good.
The Adventures of Cliffhanger was an in-show book series written by Livingston Dangerously. It was most read by Lionel, who considered it his favorite in the library. The books tell the story of Cliffhanger, an adventurer that is stuck holding a branch on the side of a cliff. It starts with the branch beginning to break and Cliff exclaiming,
"Can't hold on much longer."
Just before his inevitable fall, Cliff spots a way to get out of a situation. He then reaches into his backpack, finding a tool that will help him take advantage of the potential situation, usually looking in his survival manual. After making his initial escape attempt, things look good for Cliff, but after things take a turn for the worse, he always ends up back on the cliff. An entire second season episode revolves around the author Livingston Dangerously writing the last...
And then does the book end? That's actually hilarious. That is so clever. Holy shit. That is... Oh my god, that's genius.
Book series. The segment centered around two children named Scott and Dot and a chicken named Jane. Each segment would begin with a song about Scott, Dot, and Jane walking down the lane. The plot of each story would consist of Scott and Dot taking their time and sounding out everything they saw around them, usually a dangerous situation heading their way. Jane, however, would frantically try to get their attention, fully aware of the importance of the issue at hand. Jane would eventually spell out to Scott and Dot how to avoid the issue, just in time for Scott and Dot to save themselves, but not in time for Jane to do the same. Each episode would end with the opening song and three walking down the lane once again, now with one of Jane's wings in a sling. What's Cooking with Theo and
Damn. Rip Jane.
Perhaps the most haunting product of the segments was a character named Artie Smarty Pants, a terrifying man with large
Oh my
eyebrows.
god.
He would eventually
I thought they were talking about the
sing
rabbit.
song, Dancing Smarty Pants. Good luck getting that out of your head. While that might be the most haunting image of Between the Lions, the following segment was the most immediately terrifying. No introduction can do this justice.
Uh-oh. Did the tummy lady eat too many treats?
What the fuck?
Oh dear.
The episodes would return to the main storyline with the line.
What the fuck was that? What was that? Oh my... We're just gonna keep going.
Supporting characters. Moral lessons.
How'd she do that with her stomach?
Comprehension. Like Sesame Street, Between the Lions was a huge success, both for ratings and effectiveness. Studies showed that children from low-income communities that regularly watched Between the Lions significantly improved key reading skills. Between the Lions also came at a time of scrutiny for PBS's lineup. The 90s had brought the smash hit shows Teletubbies and Barney and Friends, beloved by children but despised by parents. Between the Lions, with its use of clever parody...
Exactly. If I were a parent and my kid was watching Teletubbies, I'd walk out of the room. But if they were watching something like actually entertaining, you know, with guest stars, I would be like, oh, that's funny. That's kind of cute, you know?
The Season 4 renewal would bring an even smaller order, with only 5 episodes airing between September 15th and September 19th.
I can see where this is going.
The unusually high production cost of the show was resulting in less and less episodes being created each season, and the future of Between the Lions was bleak. The production side, the move made perfect sense as well.
Yo, it's
filming in Mississippi.
Pickle Rick! Yo, he turned himself into a pickle! He's Pickle Rick!
Played by multiple performers. One of the more notable changes was Baron the Big Blue House puppeteer Noel McNeil puppeteering Lionel in seasons 9 and 10. The final episode of season 10 aired on November 22nd, 2010. This would be the final episode of Between the Lions.
it's like between the lines. Oh, shit. I get it.